Test. Hello. Hello.
Good morning, viewers from around the country. This is Duncan Norris from Birmingham Action Indoor Sports hosting the... Sure. I'll do this. We'll start, and then, you know, at the end of the game we can... Good morning, viewers. This is Duncan Norris coming live from Action Indoor Sports Birmingham. We've got the first ever Super League live action in the UK. I'm delighted to introduce everyone to the Super League. This morning's games have started with the Hurricanes, who are batting against the Lions, who are in the black shirts fielding. So, indoor cricket earlier this week in Birmingham showed Sri Lanka beating the England men's side 4-2 in a 6-test match series. Here we are just 2 or 3 days later, and it's action again here at Birmingham. So this game started a few minutes ago. The first skin is currently on 12 for the Hurricanes. We're in the third over now. 6 balls of that over to go, the whole over, and here we go. Full delivery from the Lions, getting an inside edge, no run. So here we see on the court some of the players who participated in the England series against Sri Lanka. Close to a run out there. In particular, on the Lions side, we can see Nav Patel on the 3-line. He had a brilliant series against Sri Lanka. Superb fielder, pretty quick bowler. So we'll see him bowling in a few minutes, I'm sure. We can feel the excitement in the arena here. It's the first ever Super League, and the players are really rising to the occasion. So the Lions are applying a bit of pressure here. 2 dot balls in a row. We're on a 3rd ball situation. That means the scores must change. On strike, we've got Kabir Imtiaz. He was part of the England setup. Yeah, nice down up from Imtiaz. Knew exactly what was at stake there. Just watched the ball, watched it nicely onto the bat. Laid it down into the ground for a simple dunk into the offside. 2 runs. The Hurricanes moving on to 16. Last ball of the over. So here we are, about to start the last over of the first skin for the Hurricanes. On strike, Kabir Imtiaz. And bowling is now Mubin Rashid, the wicketkeeper for the Lions. Again, Mubin Rashid, an experienced England player. He comes in, bowls. Over pitched, full toss, direct hit, but no problems with Imtiaz getting in. See that down up stroke gives the players a bit of drive along the ground straight into the fielder's hands, and the direct hit, he would have been run out, but the dunk is the shot. Again, slightly over pitched again from Rashid, a full toss, played into the offside just behind square, but these nets in Birmingham, very, very tight, and it was slapped straight back to the stumps. And Imtiaz not making his ground there. So a wicket, a run out, -5, and the Hurricanes back to 15, 4 balls to go. Yeah, nicely bowled, nicely played. No run. That's the right length and line from Rashid. There again we see that down up stroke, so hitting the ball late, hitting it down into the ground, the ball rises into the air, giving the batsman time to make an easy run. No side net involved, so that was just the one for the physical run that they made. Mubin Rashid bowls. Yeah, slightly shorter, deceived the batsman there, but edged off the thigh, in fact, I think, into the corner. Attar, an absolutely fantastic front court fielder. He's very sharp in that position, so no run to him. And that's the end of the first skin, with the Hurricanes finishing the skin on 18. Just below a par score, I'd say, for a Super League game. The team will be looking to set a target in and around somewhere between 70 and 80, I would have thought, would be their goal, possibly a little more. So 18, I think both sides would probably be reasonably comfortable with that start. The batting side didn't get away, and the bowling side, I think keeping them down to 18, they'll probably be comfortable, but from a batting side, it's runs on the board. So I think all in all, both teams will be reasonably satisfied with that opening. Here we are, the second pair for the Hurricanes. Facing, we've got Sachin Patel, who's a 21 and under England player. And also accompanying him is Nil Patel, who's just finished playing for England in the series against Sri Lanka, and a good series he had too. Nadeem Akram bowling, a 35 and over England player, just back in October from the Masters in Cape Town. He's a left arm bowler, bowling to Sachin Patel. Nice and full, but a little wide. Matt Wheatcroft, World Cup umpire. In fact, there was a no ball off the pitch, it was that wide. So we've got a good team here. We've got a World Cup umpire, we've got England players. Nadeem sends one down the leg side. Taken cleanly by the keeper, and the bails were off in an absolute split second. Brilliant work from Mubin Rashid, and that's -5 to the Hurricanes. So this second skin starts with a -5. They had 2 on the board, which brings their score down to -3. Sachin Patel, frustrated, just plays the ball back straight down the pitch, no run. Nadeem Akram, very experienced, bowls. Again, very, very wide. These new Burley balls, sometimes in the early overs, they swing dramatically, and actually it's getting control on the swing that's the challenge for the bowlers, rather than getting the ball to swing. Nadeem Akram, left arm over, holds a straight seam up, so he's He's a real swinger of the ball, and obviously this morning having a few problems just controlling the line with the amount of swing that he was getting. So that's the end of the 5th over. -1 the skin. Hurricanes total 17. First skin put 18 on the board. So the second skin -1 so far, which means the total is 17. Another 3 overs for these two to repair the damage of that first over. Ending the first over on -1. They'll be disappointed with that. But in indoor cricket, with composure and experience, just play the game, regroup and rebuild the skin. That'll be what Neil Patel and Sachin Patel will be thinking about now. So Attar Muhammad, the young man from Birmingham, bowling right arm over. No real pace, or sort of medium pace. Be looking to get a little bit of movement off the seam and to swing that ball predominantly away. Bowling to Neil Patel. Oh, a very, very wide delivery. Sachin Patel backing up far too far, in fact looking like he was going for a run. So despite really quite a poor ball, which was a leg side wide, there was a run out chance there, and a poor throw missed the opportunity. That's better indoor cricket. Neil Patel with a straight down up into the offside, and an easy 2. Attar over pitching, full toss. Ball came straight back to him. He took it cleanly, and in one movement went for a shy for the stumps, but no direct hit. Even if there had been, I think the batsmen were probably okay. So 2 balls left in Attar's over. Yeah, that was a good delivery. A very good line, a great length. It meant that the full dunk shot couldn't be played. Patel played it into the offside, into the ground, but didn't get the elevation onto the ball off the ground. That meant the fielder could take it cleanly in the hands. A nice simple underarm throw, broke the wickets, and Sachin Patel was well out of his ground. So another -5, and this skin now back to -1, that familiar territory. The total back down to 17. 1 ball left in the over. Attar bowls again, leg stump line, full. Sachin Patel just playing that delivery into the leg side, then looking for the run. Sent back by his partner Neil Patel, a shy at the stumps, nearly direct hit. A direct hit probably would have had Patel in trouble there. So a little bit of confusion, the running between the wickets. Doesn't look like these two are particularly in tune. Maybe the calling, yeah, I can't hear too much calling out there. Mind you, it's a noisy arena here today at Action Indoor Sports Birmingham. We've got 200 people or so in the arena at the moment. 2 games going on at the same time. So it's quite difficult. It's a hostile atmosphere. There's a lot of noise. I think the calling needs to be very, very loud and very clear and decisive. Bowling for the Lions, Osman Khan, who's a leg spinner. He's bowled 2 balls, and these batsmen looking like they want a good look at this player. Clearly turning the ball from leg to off. These 2 batsmen not looking particularly comfortable. The Lions making a lot of noise in the field, led very, very well by experienced players. Mubin Rashid, Nadeem Akram, they've been here many times. Nav Patel, very, very strong lineup here. So Osman, there's 3 deliveries to go in his over. Yeah, that's leg side, called a wide by World Cup umpire Matt Wheatcroft. in indoor cricket. Wides and no balls. Not bowled, not re-bowled unless they're in the final over of the skin. And then the option is given to the batsman. Again, the running between the wickets from the Hurricanes looks poor communication and doesn't seem to be clear what the call is. That'll be giving the Lions a lot of confidence to take further wickets in this skin. So a good over from Khan. Total 26, the skin moves up to 8. So that's a partial recovery so far from these two. They've not looked particularly confident. They've not looked as though the communication and calling is tight between them. But nevertheless, they're rebuilding. They'll have their eyes set on a sensible target here, possibly delivering what the last skin gave to the side, and that would be a decent outcome given the first over. So the new bowler for the Lions, Jordan Sargent. Again, an international player, played for the 21 and unders. This Lions side full of class acts. Let's see what he can do. Nice and full, straight. Patel just plays it straight to the offside fielder on the 3-line. Khan, clean take, no run. So Sargent comes in, right arm over to Patel. Leg stump line, nicely played into the onside by Patel. Reasonable amount of time to be able to make the run. Cleanly taken by Nav Patel on the 3-line with a good throw, but no direct hit. Firm shot from Nil Patel, straight to his counterpart in the England men's team, Nav Patel. No way through him, no run. 2 balls left in the over. Skin 14, total 32. Over pitch there from Jordan Sargent. Nice easy placement for Nil Patel against the front court side net on the offside. So that's 2 runs, 1 for the net and 1 for the physical run between the 2 batsmen. Again, full pitch, confusion with the running, a nice backhanded throw from, was that from Nadeem? No mistake, slightly wide, but no mistake from the experienced Mubin Rashid behind the stumps there. And a run out to end the skin for the Hurricanes. Skin 10, total 28. The Lions looking on top here. I'm sure the Hurricanes will feel that they're 10, 20 runs behind the pace. But I must say that last skin looked a little rusty in the sense that both players, high class England players, but possibly haven't batted together too much. The calling wasn't clear. There seemed to be some confusion, and there also seemed to be some lack of commitment to the run at times. So the Lions taking full advantage and ending that skin on 10 runs. So the third skin here for the Hurricanes. Attar bowling. Batsman at the striker's end, good young player, Tom Parkin, working very, very hard on his game. Often here at Birmingham with the bowling machine. Practicing his drills, obviously got ambition. Yeah. This is a good length from Attar, slightly wide, but not wide enough to be called an extra. But the length is good, sort of Yorker length, making it hard for Parkin to strike the ball. Yeah, and a short ball there. Short ball there on a third ball, had to run. Parkin didn't make contact and pretty well gave up on the run as a clean throw from Mubin Rashid. Bale's taken off, and a -5 to the Hurricanes. Attar again, slightly shorter ball, needs to watch it at his pace. Dixon, the batsman, playing out of the Derby centre. Strong young man, looking composed at the crease. Attar not pacey, but varying his length. There's a short one again, a bit uppish, bounced off the chest of Sargent. So that was a chance, but a very, very difficult one for Jordan Sargent, who's an excellent fielder in that position, but just too quick, hit him in the chest and out. So Dixon to face. Attar comes down the wicket, showing his intent. Struck the ball well, but at the moment it's all been a bit uppish. I think 3 shots from Dixon, all up in the air. Needs to possibly hit the ball a little later, down into the ground, buying time for the runs and a safer option. But got through the over. So we end that over with the Hurricanes on -4 for the skin, total 24. These two players will be really intent again on rebuilding their partnership. 3 overs to go. They should have a target in their minds to just play every single ball on its merit and not look to force anything. There's no need. That's a nice shot, nicely struck. Sometimes when you strike it very well, if it doesn't get high enough in the nets, it can get you into trouble. But that one just played nicely into the ground, so it had enough elevation on it to make sure the run could be completed. Again, nice shot from Parkin on the leg side. Not an easy shot. Watched the ball all the way onto the bat, turned his bat, good wrists. Yeah, Parkin, nice shot for 2 runs. So Jordan Sargent into bowl, right arm over. Dixon, an inside edge straight to the hands of Standen, sorry. Bit confusing because Standen's wearing a shirt with Poulton on the back. Gary Poulton not available to play today. And Dixon using his feet nicely. Obviously a confident batsman here. Again, a nice strike, but not finding the side net. They make it through for the run, so just the 1. The skin positive on 1 total to the Hurricanes, moves to 29. A clear chance there for the Lions. These are the sort of chances that have got to be converted today at this level. There was all the time in the world for that to be placed into the keeper's hands or a direct hit, but both were missed. Again, solid over from Jordan Sargent there. That last delivery just back of a length, turned into the leg side by Dixon, but no run. So we move swiftly into the 11th over. The Hurricanes total sitting on 31. The Skins delivered 3 onto that total so far. They've got 2 overs left. I should imagine they're thinking if they could just get 3 or 4 twos in each over, try and reach 15 to 20, that would be a good outcome given the situation they're in. However, pressure's a funny old thing. Indoor cricket is about how you handle pressure, your mental strength, how you cope with the noise and the intensity of the environment. 1 wicket quite often leads to another. Was that a 3rd ball? It was a 3rd ball, so Dixon had to run on the basis that the ball was good. It wasn't a wide or a no ball. Not too sure why Parkin isn't making more of an effort to get down the other end. 1 slip or mishap at the at the bowler's end in taking the ball, and the striking batsman could actually get to the other end. So I would encourage Parkin to run at all costs, regardless of the situation. So we got Osman back on, the leg spinner. Had a very good first over. Nicely played into the onside by Dixon, no run. I should imagine Dixon needs to watch what he does coming down to the pitch to Osman, who's turning the ball from leg to off, the leg spinner. Yeah, well bowled. Very, very good ball. Unfortunately, a front foot no ball, I believe. So 2 more to the Hurricanes. Osman should be annoyed with himself at that. And Dixon coming down the wicket. This is what I mentioned. I think if he's going to come down the wicket to this bowler, he needs to ensure he's at the pitch of the ball every single time. A leading edge there, up in the air. Very fortunate to get away with that, Dixon. So 1 ball left for Osman. Parkin not so quick to charge down the pitch. Turns it round the corner, but no run. Delighted here at Action Indoor Sports to be live streaming these games all week so far. We had the England versus Sri Lanka Open Men's Series, 6 Test matches. Sri Lanka victorious 4-2. Here we are, the following Saturday, Super League, the first Super League in the England calendar. The first day of the Super League. It's a very, very exciting day of indoor cricket here at Action Indoor Sports Birmingham. Live streamed again. It's Mubin Rashid bowling to Dixon. It's another 3rd ball. We've had 2 dots. The scores must change. Rashid bowls to Dixon. Dixon plays it into the offside, straight into the hands of the fielder. A good throw, a very, very slick bit of fielding there from Nick Standen for the Lions. But a reasonably good shot from Dixon, although it was at pace, he managed to make his ground. So 2 runs to the Hurricanes. They move up to 4 for the skin, 32 for the total. So the first year of the Super League here, the Super League being created by Action Indoor Cricket England in order to ensure that games were more competitive, sides were more even. Oh, there's a chance, a very tough chance for Attar. Mind you, he only needs half chances. He's a very, very agile cricketer. Spent a lot of time working on his fielding skills in that front court position. One of the best in the country there. So lucky to get away with that one, Parkin. Comes down the wicket, it's loose, it's up in the air. That's a lethal shot in indoor cricket. Feels good off the bat, maybe beats a fielder in outdoor cricket and over the top for 4 runs. But in indoor, especially with these nets at Birmingham, that struck the side net and was a nice easy catch for the top stumps fielder. So -5, Parkin slightly losing his head there. No need to take these risks. What this couple needed to do was to rebuild their score and play basic indoor shots. Unfortunately, I think they've chased the game a little and taken chances with their wicket. So the skin ends on 1. A good example there of a difficult start to a skin, and I think both batsmen at times possibly chasing the game, thinking they had to do something and force the issue to try and repair the damage. The outcome is a skin of 1 and total down to 29. For young players out there, the mental attitude and mental strength of batsmen to be able to handle the fact that a bad start does not need to change the way in which you try and play the game as a batsman. simple indoor cricket shots, every ball on its merit, the down-up being the key to rebuilding a bad start. And unfortunately in that partnership, too many wickets. So we move on to the third skin. The third skin for the Hurricanes. Started by extremely experienced player Mike Jones, who played for the over 35s England team in Cape Town in the Masters World Series in October. Jamie Hall, a young player at the other end, about to face his first ball in Super League cricket. Jamie's played for the under-21 England side before. Again, all of these players will be utilising that international experience in order to cope with the pressure of Super League indoor cricket. Sorry, a correction there. Jamie Hall's actually part of the preliminary squad to play in the 21 and under squad in Australia 2020. He's not actually made his debut yet for the England 21s. He'll be looking to secure his place on that plane through solid performances in the Super League campaign for the Hurricanes. Mike Jones, a very experienced campaigner, played professional outdoor cricket, and a superb all-rounder and a great find for the England Masters squad. Good shot there from Jamie Hall. Nice easy run for these two. Interesting to see an experienced, calm head in Jones playing with a young up-and-coming talent in Jamie Hall. Be interesting to see how they work together. Again, nice clear call from Jones straight off the bat. Knew it was a no hesitation. Good communication. That's the end of the first over of this skin. Ends on 6, total 35. Yeah. Jamie Hall, outdoor cricketer for Warmley Cricket Club, local to this indoor centre here, has helped him a huge amount with his attitude to come in and play a little bit like Attar and one or two other young players, Parkin. Practice, practice, practice. Their mentality is very good. Their attitude to their own personal improvement, extremely good. And for all young players out there, hard work and commitment, dedication brings results. Jamie Hall now hoping to secure his place on the plane to Australia. It's a nice shot, reaching out on the offside. Watch the ball well. Nice, easy 2 runs. These two looking safe, looking secure, looking like they communicate well. Here's Standen to Mike Jones. Leg side, slightly short. Jones trying to turn that round on the leg side, but caught his thigh. No run. Total 37, skin on 8. Well struck by Mike Jones, straight into the hands of the England all-rounder Nav Patel. In a split second, it's in his hand, turned, throw, direct hit. Jamie Hall had nowhere to go, run out, -5 to this pair, all brought about by brilliant fielding from the England man, Nav Patel. Followed up there by a leg side wide. So, usually 1 wicket brings a second. But discipline's required with the ball, and following it up with a wide wasn't helpful. Last ball of the over, leg side, turned round the corner for an easy 2. So Mike Jones, Jamie Hall, the skin on 7 after 2 overs. Takes the Hurricanes total to 36. Jones will know that the total for this team is below par. He will be intent on making sure that his skin contributes 20 plus in order to get them into a winning position where they can defend the total. Hussain, the new bowler, a very, very short ball. Too short, called a no ball, as it should have been by Matt Wheatcroft. Again, the bowler, Royat Hussain, ever present at this Birmingham centre, dedicated, playing several times a week. Another one who's been provisionally selected for that squad for Australia. Mike Jones clearly trying to push this score along because he knows that the team haven't got quite enough on the board. Unfortunately, as soon as you try and hit the ball in the air and force the issue, wickets tumble straight up into the roof net. Very difficult to keep your eye on those as a fielder because the ball comes down so fast. Nav Patel, no mistake, safe hands, -5. So that brings the total down to 33. The skin down to 4. So the Hurricanes struggling here. Yeah, Royat possibly struggling from a slight injury, a thigh strain. Seems to have gone to a spin action. Yeah, good shot from Mike Jones, no trouble there. 2 runs, had all the time in the world. So contributions, Mike Jones 6, Jamie Hall 1, skin of 7. Moves the Hurricanes total to 36. 1 over left. Mike Jones will know that isn't enough. What's he going to do? How does he work out what the plan is? There's 6 balls. Yeah, the new bowler, Nav Patel, probably the strongest bowler in this team. So tactics clear from the Lions, keeping their strike bowler for the last over. And this will be difficult for this partnership. So first ball offside, well delivered by Nav Patel, played nicely, soft hands from Mike Jones into the offside corner. Attar pouncing on it down there. No problem with the run though. Again, a nice drop, soft hands from Jamie Hall this time into the offside. Taking the pace off the ball probably created the run rather than a run-out chance. So a good start to the over from these two. Moves their score up to 10 and total to 39. 4 balls left. Yeah, well bowled from Nav Patel. There's no real option for Mike Jones to do anything other than pay full respect to a very, very straight delivery from Nav Patel at decent pace. And the same again, every ball seems to be giving an opportunity for this fielding side. Jamie Hall frustrated, kicking the ball away after the -5. So a clear run out there. No problem for Matt Wheatcroft to make the right call. I think that run out brought about by the disciplined line and length of this bowler, Nav Patel, backed up by a strong fielding side. And again, not much that Jamie Hall can do with that delivery. Exactly where the England team tend to practice and train their bowling drills, aiming for that hip on sort of leg stump. Exactly where Nav Patel put it. Jamie Hall trying to make something happen on the last ball of that over and the last ball of the Hurricanes innings. So the partnership, Mike Jones 7, contribution. The total skin 5, so Jamie Hall with a -2, total to 34. The Lions will look at that total thinking that they really ought to do that possibly in the third skin, but nothing will be taken for granted. Each and every one of these teams has got match winners, and the Lions know exactly what they're facing here in chasing that 34 score. Stranger things have happened if the Hurricanes can start well, grab the momentum, get some early wickets, put some pressure on the Lions batsmen. We have seen totals of 34 defended before. In fact, the second test between the fourth test between England and Sri Lanka, or possibly the fifth test, England set Sri Lanka 63, and then Sri Lanka chasing only achieved 19 runs. So even at the highest level, low scores are very, very possible. It all tends to start with the momentum that the fielding side gain in those first 2 or 3 overs. If the Hurricanes can get off to a flyer, then the pressure can tell on the opposition. So tactically, one would think that Sachin Patel will start with his strike bowlers and try and make something happen early. Hurricanes squad without man of the series for England, Luke Gunn, and another very experienced indoor player, Atik Chishti, who unfortunately both those players can't be here today. So the squad of 12 utilizing 8 of the 10 that are available. The 2 unavailable are very, very strong players. They might feel like the side is missing 1 or 2 of those star names, but here we are. It's Super League. There's nowhere to hide, and the Hurricanes will start their campaign to try and defend this total of 34. Jamie Hall bowling to Mubin Rashid. Rashid opening this innings for the Lions in the first skin, batting with Royat Hussain. Yeah, well bowled by Jamie Hall. Straight into a third ball situation. This is what I was talking about in the break. Can the Hurricanes start with pressure and take early wickets? This is a third ball. It's a chance. Well, indoor cricket throws up some funny situations. There we had a third ball situation where the third ball was a wide, I believe. The third ball was a wide down the leg side, which nullifies the need for the batsman to run. However, Royat Hussain had come too far to turn back, so they did attempt the run, and it led to a run out. So instead of the third ball actually being easily passed by, it did turn into the pressure that the Hurricanes were looking for, and that's a -5 to start. So, as mentioned before, this is the start that the Hurricanes were looking for. See if they can follow it up, keep the momentum. So Jamie Hall bowling a very, very good over here. Here's the second, third ball. So he's created 2 third ball situations. The first one led to a -5. Can he do it again? A solid ball into the offside. Played nicely by Hussain into the side net. And the Lions run through for 2. So not able to convert that second, third ball, but What a fantastic first over from Jamie Hall and the Hurricanes. This is what we were talking about. Can they follow it up with another similar over and grab the momentum and start to build the pressure on this Lions team? Live streaming today, again brought to you by Red Iris Videography. Did a fantastic job for the Test series against Sri Lanka. And they're back today bringing you this coverage of the first ever Super League round from Action Indoor Cricket England in Birmingham. So Mike Jones, the bowler for the Hurricanes in this over. The skin up to -2. Mobeen on the front foot. Oh, if that had been cleanly taken in the hand by Mike Jones, the immediate release could have been a chance. So the rebuild starts. Mobeen Rashid been in this situation many, many times. Let's see whether his experience can really come through. Oh, a run-out chance for Nil Patel, but it was a long throw, needed to be a direct hit. Very close, but not quite. These two living dangerously. Again, looks like there's a little bit of a confusion over the communication and calling. Possibly the noise in the arena, slightly unusual. Rashid comes down the wicket, hits the ball up, side net, past the 3 line. Goes on to the back net. A chance at the back court there for Imtiaz. Didn't take it. And that's 4 runs to Mobeen. Jones bowls. Hussain easily played into the offside, but no run there. So a better over from the batting side. The Lions recovering slightly from that awful start. The skin now on 6, total 34. 2 overs left in the skin. Let's see whether Mobeen Rashid's experience can control the way in which this rebuild happens. So important for his team to post a decent first skin and make the rest of this run chase comfortable. The last thing you want is a disaster in the first skin, which then makes the 34 look like a decent total. So the new bowler, Kabir Imtiaz, England men's player, outdoor bowler. Let's see what he can come up with. Well, that's a leg side wide, making things very comfortable for the Lions at the moment to just continue rebuilding their skin. They're now on 10, score onto 10 as well. Another leg side wide from Kabir Imtiaz. Normally an extremely reliable line and length bowler, but obviously not quite on the money this morning so far. That's better. Leg stump line just played simply into the leg side by Hussain. No run possible. Oh, and some confusion in the running. Nil Patel, the backhanded throw, a good throw straight to the top stumps. Mike Jones took the bails off, but Hussain had made his ground. Fast, fit young man, quick between the wickets. Again, Imtiaz has corrected his line successfully after those first wides down the leg side. I think the following 4 balls were exactly where the England team practiced trying to bowl, in that neutral place of trying to hit the hips just over the leg stump. It's probably the most difficult place for a batsman to work the ball down into the ground and up into the air in order to make time to make a safe run. So the skin moves on to 16, 1 over left. Well you know, well strategized by Mubin and Royat Hussain to rebuild the skin after a really poor start with 2 third ball opportunities in that first over. And there's a no ball for over waist height full toss from Sach Patel. Doesn't seem impressed by the umpire's decision, but Matt Wheatcroft is in the best place to decide. That's his decision. So being the 4th over the skin, Mubin Rashid has asked it to be re-bowled as well. So Sachin Patel pitching this one out wider on the offside, turning it in towards the left-hander. Playing a miss from Mubin, no run. Down the wicket. Flat batting that straight to the back court for 7. Sachin Patel struggling with his length at the moment, and Mubin capitalizing, skin up to 25. Down the pitch as well from Royat Hussain. Checked the shot beautifully, just played it safely down into the ground, onto the leg side, up onto the net. 2 runs, no problem. Sachin Patel again adjusting his length, correcting his length, although probably started that ball out slightly too wide on the off stump, so just left by Mubin Rashid. This time Mubin preempting the length and line, taking a small step back and just placing that off the back foot into the side net for 2. Hussain using his feet again. Obviously likes coming down the pitch to the slower bowlers. Effectively reached the ball, making it into a full toss. So these 2 contributing. Rashid 17, Hussain 15. A superb first skin from the Lions. Just goes to show you can get off to a terrible start of -5. In fact, that first over, 2 third ball opportunities, 1 converted. So a very, very poor start to the skin. And look at it now, 32 on the board. That goes to show good, simple indoor cricket shots and an experienced approach to rebuilding a bad start, and that's what's achievable. So new bowler for the Hurricanes, Umar Iqbal. Fabulous young player. Came to New Zealand, I believe, for the Junior World Series. Again, looking for selection for the 21 and under squad for Australia this year in October. First ball on the money. Good line and length, just played down into the ground for no run by Standen. Same again, good line and length. The batsman playing round the ball slightly. Creating a third ball situation, so pressure immediately on these players. Batting with Jordan Sargent. Iqbal, the third ball, played it out wide, not taken by Dixon, the keeper, and as a result the batsmen have no trouble in making their run for 1. Again, nice flight from Iqbal. You can see that Jordan Sargent was a little bit unsure as to where to play that ball, slightly cross-batted from off to leg. Again, Iqbal, nice, he's tossing it up in the air, making the batsman think, having to wait for the delivery, seeing what happens off the pitch. It's a third ball situation, Jordan Sargent facing. And there we have it, guys. Third ball pressure created, and then a poor delivery on the third ball delivery. Wide down the leg side. That means the score's changed with the 2 extras. No need for the batsman to run and put their wicket at risk. So Nick Standen, Jordan Sargent started with a skin of 3. The total edges ahead of the total for the Hurricanes, so the Lions up to 35, chasing a total of 34, and we're only in the start of the second skin. So unless something goes dramatically wrong for these Lions, they should cruise to victory in this match. Yeah, nicely played from Standen there. Watch the ball all the way onto the bat, pick the gap, easy too. New bowler, Tom Parkin, pitching it up there. Jordan Sargent looking a little tentative this morning with the bat. Let's see what he can do with this delivery. Well, it's very wide on the leg side, so he's going to leave that, and the side will pick up 2 easy runs. Parkin, left arm over. Slight edge from Jordan Sargent into the back net. Fortunately hit the ground. No caught chance, but Jordan Sargent not looking totally confident out there with the bat this morning. Again, offside delivery played by Jordan Sargent into the offside. The Hurricanes fielders obviously feel like he got an edge on that ball and have asked the umpire for the catch. Matt Wheatcroft didn't see the ball on bat. Therefore, he's given it not out. Bit disappointed, the Hurricanes there. Begrudgingly, they have to accept the umpire's decision. That's more like it from Jordan Sargent. That'll increase his confidence. Middle that one nicely, straight down into the ground and up, which created the opportunity for these 2 batsmen to complete the run without any danger. So, a tight moment in that over where we could have seen a -5. Personally, I'm on the side of the court in the back half on the offside, so it was very difficult for me individually to see whether that had got an edge. I'm not sure whether the live stream will show whether it did or not, but all that counts is the umpire's decision, and that was not out. New bowler, Dixon, creating an opportunity with his first delivery. Full and straight, the ball was played straight back down the pitch by the batsman, taken, and a run-out opportunity. A direct hit would have been missed. Confusion in the calling. There's no loud, clear calling going on between these 2. That should lead to opportunities for the Hurricanes to take wickets. Yeah, Jordan Sargent now looking a little more composed. Probably needed a couple of balls just to get his eye in and feel the ball on the bat. Now looks like he's seeing the ball a little better. That ball full on leg stump. 2 dot balls in a row. So Jordan Sargent now under pressure in a 3rd ball situation. So barring a wide or a no ball, the batsmen are going to have to run. Standen sets off and dives, and in fact did extremely well there. He committed himself very early, made the ground, dove early and slid his bat in. Despite the fact the ball wasn't very far away, there was no chance of a run out. Well, there is now, and that was a poor, ill-chosen run, as Jordan Sargent seemed committed to the run regardless, and although he was there in a flash, there simply wasn't a run there. So a slap back by the fielding side, and that's a -5. obviously the Lions not under huge amounts of pressure, as they're still ahead of the total, despite the second skin yet to be completed. Still 1 over to go. So well in the driving seat, totally in control of the game. But that wicket will help the Hurricanes and their confidence and a little bit of belief. So Nil Patel, England's indoor spinner, getting a good kick off the pitch. He did this against Sri Lanka earlier this week, and there it is again, getting exceptional bounce off the pitch, which is clearly confusing the batsman at the moment, as he hasn't seen that from any other bowler. So Nil Patel, it's a third ball. Good feet movement from Standen there, got well across to the ball. Watched the ball, you could see his eyes were firmly on the ball, played down and nicely, gently cut that ball into the corner, making the 2. Nil Patel in, Jordan Sargent. Yeah, good line and length from Patel. Sargent just defensively playing that ball back. Again, Nil Patel getting exceptional amounts of bounce off the pitch, giving the opportunity for Jordan Sargent just to glove that one round the corner. And again, if you get it in the right place, hitting the back net first, normally there's a run, even in these Birmingham nets. That one. Straight hit by Standen, wearing the shirt saying Poulton, straight into the leg side, taken by the fielder, thrown to the top stumps. Mike Jones, no mistake from him, took the bails off. A very tight call. The dive from Standen didn't quite get him there, according to Matt Wheatcroft, the umpire. So they end with a -5, brings their skin down to 4 runs. The total still ahead, with the Lions sitting on 36 at the halfway mark, chasing a total of 34. So the new partnership for the Lions, Attar Muhammad and also Nadeem Akram, again both with international experience. The bowler Jamie Hall, a young man looking to prove that he's got what it takes to get this international cap. And Patel putting his back into this bowling. Good bit of fielding there from Jamie Hall, but no direct hit. Bowling to the left-hander, Nadeem Akram. See how he can adjust his line here. First delivery, extremely good. Reasonably sharp, pace-wise. I think cut back into the left-hander, onto his hips. Yeah, Jamie Hall possibly trying to put a little bit too much pace on that ball, losing a bit of control, and a leg side wide. Extras are absolutely what the Hurricanes can't afford to give away in this game. One of the differences between the Sri Lankan outfit and performances and the England performances in the recent Test series was the discipline of the Sri Lankan bowlers to minimize the extras. And it was a marked difference between the two teams. There was one game, I believe, where by the 12th over, the Sri Lankans hadn't actually given England 1 run in a wide or a no ball. And in contrast, England had offered Sri Lanka 24. Well, that's an additional good skin added to the total of any indoor cricket innings. So extras, all important. And certainly when you're already behind in the game and the total's already been achieved, extras cannot be given away. And that was a better delivery from the new bowler, Sachin Patel. Had a difficult over in his first over, but that was a decent ball, although played very, very well by Attar. Again, Sachin obviously getting quite a lot of turn here, pitching the ball well outside off stump. Nadeem Akram playing off the back foot but missing. Patel thinking that was close to hitting the stumps, bowled. Yeah, over pitch this time, full toss. That's not going to trouble international players like Akram and Attar. So Sachin needs to get consistent with his line and length. He's turning the ball, he can make things happen, and that's much better. That's a great delivery, and we see the result, which is full respect from the batsman. No chance of any change to the score when you pitch the ball there and turn it at the same time. And again from Patel, this is excellent bowling and a good comeback from the young man. Again, hoping to be selected to play in Australia for the 21 and under squad. An excellent talent, young Patel. He's got to keep his head and keep the disciplines on his length and line. Again, over pitched but straight, and Attar trying to play that into the ground to create the time to make the run, although it was straight back towards top stumps. Unfortunately, he didn't hit it hard enough. It didn't get over top stumps. A clean take took the bails off, and a -5 to the Lions. So another breakthrough from the Hurricanes, keeping in check this chase, which is already ahead after that fantastic opening skin from skipper Rashid and Royeth Hussain of 32. The second skin only achieving 4. This skin now on 4. Total on 40. So Hurricanes still in this game, but it will take a very, very good performance in the field and in the bowling department, and really for the Lions to lose their composure. But at the moment, it's still possible. So new bowler for the Hurricanes, Tom Parkin, now bowling to Nadeem Akram, the left-hander. Yeah, too short. Too short from Parkin. Played into the side net by Akram. And Attar a little slow off the mark, I think. Certainly not backing up how one would expect. He did dive, but it wasn't an effective dive. And so the slap off the net, aiming at one stump, takes the bails off, and there's -5. So here we are with the Hurricanes coming back into this game, keeping this total in check, staying in the region where they can actually still threaten to win the game. But again, I'll come back to what I said earlier. The discipline of the bowling lines, absolutely essential. So after the good -5, there's a very, very poor leg side wide. And it takes all the pressure off the batting side, and the momentum swings back again. Very, very sharp on the 3 line there from Jamie Hall. Nadeem Akram got his bat back in, but it must have been tight. The Hurricanes up for this. You can tell, they can sniff that there's still a chance. They're still in this game, and the belief's there, and if the belief's there, anything can happen. Parkin to Attar. Again, good indoor shot from Attar there. Watched the ball onto the bat, placed it without too much force, straight into the ground, up into the air, no problem making through for the run. So that was 2 to add to the total. Similar to the last run out, in fact. The shot was the same, the situation was the same, but on this occasion Attar more committed to the run, gets there with plenty of time and also a slight misfield, so no -5 on this occasion. That's the end of the 11th over. The skin 7. The total for the Lions 43. Already well ahead of the Hurricanes total of 34. Really ought to be further ahead than they are, so all credit to the Hurricanes for keeping in check the chase here, which really reached their own total from the first skin result. So instead of dropping their heads, they've stayed positive and tried to turn the momentum around. So far, they've done a good job of it. Umar Iqbal, the bowler, starting with a leg side wide, not what he wanted. Very tight line here he's bowling, so again the leg stump line, there's not much margin for error. On that occasion he got it just right, tied Nadeem up. This one on the offside, again too short, easy pickings for the batsman, just plays it into the offside for 2. Again, decent line there from Umar Iqbal on that leg stump line, just played off his hips by Attar, again nice and gently, so enough time to get through for the run for 2. So Nadeem Akram playing that one, a nice dunk shot, but could see that was going to land into the hands of Jamie Hall, the 3-line fielder. So a good call of no, and the right call. This ball a little wider on the offside. Nadeem places it to the offside, a nice cover drive. Unfortunately, it picks out the only damaged hole in the side net, and the ball goes through the net onto the adjacent court. In those situations, the umpire calls it a dead ball and the ball is re-bowled regardless of where it went. If it goes off the pitch, the ball is re-bowled. And that's the end of that skin. The skin total 13 takes the Lions up to a total of 49. Remember, chasing a total of 34, so well in the lead already, well ahead, which means the Hurricanes need to make sure that this partnership doesn't get any more than -16 in order to win the game. I'm sure they will know that that is highly unlikely, but the approach and the attitude should be that we can still win this game if we can take early wickets and apply strong pressure on these batsmen. You never know. A solid start there from young Khan, Osman Khan, the leg spinner. He's batting with the highly experienced international Nav Patel. Obviously, the Lions giving Nav the responsibility of the 4th partnership to ensure that he brings the team home in every given situation. Nav probably won't have faced too many easier than this one in order to bring his team home. However, he did force the issue there, going for the 7. It was a chance. Mike Jones, a very, very capable 3-line and top stumps fielder, unfortunately came out of his hands and couldn't take the catch. A little surprised by the approach from Nav Patel to that delivery, as there's no need to take any chances whatsoever. And again, Osman Khan following suit. Yes, there's some fat here and chance for them to lose wickets without being punished, but I am surprised at the charging down the wicket when actually all these 2 players need to do is stick to basics and bring the team home. So 2 chances in that over, both self-created by the batsman forcing the play. A surprising choice, although they have the opportunity to enjoy a few shots if they wish. But if a couple of wickets fall, 3 wickets fall, the pressure will mount, and then the actual environment they're playing in will change. Here we are again, Imtiaz struggling with his line slightly today. The leg side wide, we saw this 2 leg side wides in the first of his overs, and there's another one. Not sure why he's struggling so much to get this this line right today. I think it's the margins. The margins are small. All the England players have been working very, very hard on their line to ensure they're bowling in that leg stump hip area. The trouble is, if you get it slightly wrong, you drift down the leg side for a wide. Or, of course, if you can't control the swing on the ball, that can also mean the same outcome. And there's another one. So Imtiaz offering the Lions far too many extras. And he seems to have lost control of that over completely. So possibly the head's down a little, given that they know there's probably no chance of winning this game now. There certainly isn't if you bowl 5 or 6 wides in your 2 overs. So 2 overs to go. We've got the Hurricanes set 34 as a target. The Lions have chased it down plus some and are in a very comfortable position in this game on 66. And there's a nice down up from Usman Khan for another easy 2. Again, these two not under any pressure. Look like they're going to enjoy themselves out here. And then full again. Hit on the full by Nav cleanly, but well down. The bowler Dixon fielding his own ball. Got down well for a big man. Yeah, played easily into the ground. Far too much time there for Khan. Short on the offside from Dixon. Slow, so just easy pickings for the batsman. That's a better line and length. And as a result, the England international Nav Patel happy to just defensively play it back. Again, straying down the leg side slightly, a little too short, easy for Patel to just turn, place the bat onto the ball, turn it into the corner, and another easy 2 for this partnership. So the Hurricanes had a good stab in those second and third skins to try and apply some pressure here. I feel like their line has let them down slightly in 2 or 3 overs in particular, giving away a lot of extras, which undid the good work they did. So here we are, 1 over to go. Mike Jones to bowl it. Nav Patel hits him on the leg, out onto the onside, no run. The Lions 73, well ahead of that total of 34. Again, a nice shot from Nav Patel coming down the pitch. Again, keeping his eye on the ball, placing the bat on it, turning it round onto the leg side. Despite a very good take and throw from Jamie Hall with a direct hit, the batsman not in trouble. Usman backing off to the leg side to give himself room and get those arms through. He's got a big smile on his face. He knows they've won the game. He just wants to enjoy the last 2 or 3 balls. That one, well bowled actually by Mike Jones on the left-hander's leg stump. Reasonably well pitched up, so just turned round the corner for 2 by Usman. Now Patel coming down the pitch again, straight in the right hand, that dangerous right hand of Jamie Hall. He's looking good on that 3-line. Turn and throw well out of his crease, Nav Patel, but no direct hit. Last ball of the game, Usman comes down the pitch, drives, and a nice on drive there. Straight to the back net, so they run 1 as well. That completes a 5 on the last shot, and a nice, simple, easy victory there for the Lions. Their total 83, chasing 34. So that wraps up the first live stream game of the Super League Action Indoor Cricket England, coming from Action Indoor Sports in Birmingham. Congratulations to the Lions for that victory. Well fought by the Hurricanes, but unfortunately they simply didn't have enough on the board and there's too much quality in the Lions team today to not take advantage of only chasing 34. That ends our coverage of this first Super League game. We'll join you again for the second game, which starts at 1 o'clock.